Hello, welcome everyone. Hope you're doing well. Hello everyone. Hope you're doing well. Welcome to today's stream. Let me know if the audio is fine, guys. Then we just wait for others to join and start the stream today. So welcome everyone to today's stream. I hope you're doing very well. I didn't manage to stream on Monday this week, so I'm doing it today. I think we're going to change the schedule for these streams, but it's going to be announced pretty soon in our Discord. So if you don't have our Discord, you can check it out in the description. You will probably find the link to our Discord. And yeah. Alright, so everything is fine with this stream as well. We have investor in the chat. Hello, bro. How's it going? So as always, I'm going to just share my thoughts with you about the markets. We have BTC. Of course, we had a nice rally to the upside. We have also DXY, which is interesting today. Also, the stock market's having a little bit of rough time, is kind of rejecting. So yeah, as always, let's start with BTC. I'm having a little bit of pain in my throat as well, so hopefully I can cover everything fast and quick today. So I'm going to start with a fresh chart on higher time frames. Excuse me. Now, this level right here, which is the high for April 2021, right? This is the high where everyone here was anticipating that this is the all-time high for the cycle, at least for BTC. But now we did have another rally to the upside, but I mean, based on my experience, this level is still very important. So and you see we are having if I go to lower time frames, you can see how it acted as support and resistance level. Currently we're actually rejecting off of that exactly. So this is my range high, right? So this is the initial bounce of BTC to the upside, and this is the high for the range, right? Of course, this is the low, so that's how I mark my range. Now I'm not going. I mean, if we add the profile, you see that we actually kind of bounced off of the value area high, right? So if you have followed my materials in Discord or also on Twitter, if you've been there enough, you know what I'm looking for in order to trade the market, especially for swing trades in crypto, right? So I, like 90% of the time, I have a price action range, which is this is the high of it, this is the low of it, right? And then I draw a volume profile, a fixed range volume profile, to find out where the value area is, right? So this is the value area high, this is the value area low, right? Now, what I'm looking for in order to trade, I mean, it doesn't matter if it's Bitcoin or not, right? So we can just easily hide it, right? So we have this range high, range low, this is the value area. What I'm looking for is a deviation outside the value area and the range, right? So if we have something like this, maybe ranging a little bit, right? And then we break the range to the upside, right? Do something like this. Verifying the acceptance inside. Usually I'm going to get the trade at the retest, right? And my targets are going to be the other extremes of the range, right? So this is the first one, and the value area is the second one. Okay, so now if I show the BTC chart again, right? This is basically what we're kind of having, right? Now this is not a perfect range, and like this is not, I'm not trying to predict anything, right? But I'm just telling you, if you're bearish on the price action of BTC. Sorry, that this is what I'm looking for in order to go short on Bitcoin, right? Give me a second, guys. Yeah, my throat hurts today very much. So yeah, this is what I'm looking for to go short. I'm not shaking yet. I think everything is still fine. This is not even a 30% retrace, like it's 27 something. But if you look at the history, like this small one right here is 30%, right? So I mean, nothing to really be worried about. But I mean, I just showed you that what I'm looking for if that happens, right? So let's jump on lower time frames to see more like local stuff, right? So this range is a nice one, honestly. So if I were to draw the highs and lows, so this is the high of the range, this is the low of the range, right? Now I of course add a profile to it. Okay. First thing first is that there's a massive liquidity levels to the upside, right? So a lot of liquidity is resting above these highs. Okay, you can also confirm that with the liquidation levels, right? So this level and this level, this is also on BitMEX only, so we can also check the Binance one as well. Not really, not a lot on Binance, but still maybe. Yeah, not a lot on Binance, but on BitMEX we have a lot. But these are just the liquidations levels, right? So we also have a stop losses and breakout traders and everything. So this is just this is not showing like all the liquidity heat map of the market, right? So since we didn't like go above any of these highs, so we didn't go above this one, above this one, and kind of this one on some exchanges, massive levels, I mean liquidity levels to the upside, right? So since the opposite of what I just showed you happened at the low, okay, so we made a deviation outside the value area, right, and the price action range. This for me is a nice nice setup to go long, right? What I do want though is a nice retrace to the downside, right? I'm also okay if it goes a little bit lower than the value area low, like this, then I'm willing to long it, targeting this one, the value area high, and probably the all-time high, right? So if I find a nice entry here, I will probably keep it for new all-time highs. So that's that. Also, like, we have a lot of confluences here, and we have like massive gaps here, okay? And also if we, so BTC on CME, okay, if you open up the CME chart, you see that we have a gap to the downside as well, okay? So this gap is right here, okay? So maybe this chart is better, actually it demonstrates that better. So what I'm looking for is a retrace to fill this gap, and then I'm going to long it. I think this gives us a nice risk to reward as well, so maybe a stop loss below this swing level, okay, targeting a new all-time high would give us a 4.7 trade. This is one of those trades that I give it a high probability, actually, okay. We can also add volume profile on this chart as well. I do prefer other exchanges, but like you see that same thing is happening. That's so this gap right here is one of the reasons that I told you here that I'm willing for it to go a little bit lower than the value area. Okay, usually you want to hold the value area low and go higher, but if it goes a little bit lower, I'm fine. I'm going to put my stop loss somewhere around here. Okay, so that's about BTC. Now, one thing that I wanted to mention is the weekly TPO actually. Okay, so you see, don't really be afraid about this chart. This is very like simple thing. I have a course. It's about 1 hour, and I explained everything about TPO in that course. Go watch it if you want, but just pretty simple. What I want to mention is that if you just look at the value areas, right? I'm not sure if I can. So give me a second. Split blocks. No, this is not this. Okay, so let's just think. I can probably do this. Oh yeah, this would work kind of. So this is just marking the value areas. Okay, we don't care about all the price action outside the value area. Okay, and we can also hide the chart, the BTC chart as well, just to keep everything clear here. Okay, so if you look at what's going on, okay, you see that from here, but this is weekly, by the way, guys. Each one of these profiles is representing 1 week. Okay, so this is just what I wanted to mention. So if you look at this value area at the low, okay, we have this one which is inside of this one, fine. The next one is higher, the next one is higher as well, this one is inside, next one is higher. Okay, but right here we have a value area. Okay, we have a value area of a profile for this week which is completely outside the previous one. Okay, this right here for me is a sign of weakness, is a sign of structure change. Okay, so I don't really care about if I'm looking at the TPO. Okay, this right here gives you a nice understanding of the market structure based on volume, and like TPO is stands for time opportunity, time price opportunity, sorry. Okay, so you also can do the same thing with volume to see the volume volume profiles, but like doesn't really matter, right? So one of the nice things about this is that you can confirm the structure breaks, right? So we didn't have, if we turn this off, okay, so you probably could have find some a bearish break of a structure or something here, but this right here is just a confirmation. Okay, so so this was bearish, and you see we have like 4 weeks of retracement here, but right here this week is actually above the previous one, right? So we have a bullish break of a structure here, and things look good for a higher move on Bitcoin based on the weekly TPO. Okay, that's just what I wanted to mention here. Let me just revert back my settings as well. Okay, so you can see we have this value area of this profile here, and the next one is just high up, high above this one, right? So a strong structure break based on TPO. Okay, the daily, nothing like interested. We have a 80% setup, which I explained in my course as well yesterday. Okay, from here to here. Also, if BTC is about to retrace, I would look at these levels, not just yet though, because of this view right here. Okay, so this right here is what I'm looking for now. Okay, But so I'm actually giving BTC a chance to go and retest this level right here. Okay, so lots of confluences at this. We have CME gap, we have a naked point of control here, we have like let's see if we have any liquidation level. Yeah, we have not really a major one, but yeah, we have one on this one is also on Binance and BitMEX actually. So yeah, also BTC loves the golden pocket, right? So this level is also kind of in confluence with the golden pocket, not really though. So this is just a level to be aware of, right? And as I said, I'm going to give it a little bit of leeway for my position, and I would set my stop loss somewhere around here. Okay, so yeah, that's it about BTC. Next I want to cover NQ actually. So I mean this bearish movement is but this definitely is kind of looking bearish, right? So we have this level, which is the origin of this high. Okay, we went below, we break it, kind of retest, and we're going to retest the other the origin of the move to the upside, right? So which is this one. That's why I have this level right here. Volume is too low. Is it? Let me test actually, mate. It was fine on my phone actually. Are you sure your setup is fine, your audio setup? Maybe test another video, something like that. Okay, so let's it was fine on my side. Also my I mean I can increase it a little bit, but it's kind of maxed out, right? I'm kind of worried about the noises and everything, so hopefully it's fine now. Okay, so where were we? So yeah, NQ. Yeah, so this level right here is the level that I was watching, this whole range actually. Okay, hopefully it can close above today, right? This is what all I want for NQ today, to close above this level. If not, I mean things can go, I mean a little bit like worse, probably to retest this zone. Okay. I mean same thing. I'm using on the chart investor because I don't have live data on CME. Yeah, but same thing really. Right, but the one that I showed you is just a CFD, but essentially we want to close above this range today, if possible. I mean, if not, things actually can go a little bit lower. Okay. Okay. sorry. So yeah, this is what I want. SPX, I mean, same thing kind of. This one looks a little bit worth. I like the NQ chart more for a bounce. But yeah, if so the support zones for this one is this and this one, right? So the order blocks basically, but the reason that I'm marking them is because they are the origins of the moves to the upside. Yeah. So good news about the scenarios that I'm watching, that we're watching actually on crypto and the stock market, is that DXY kind of looks like it wants to go lower. Okay, now this chart, I know, like I've been talking about DXY a lot lately because I think it's the most important chart for especially for risk assets like crypto. So you know this level, which is the range high, right? So 105.5 level is a very important level. You see that in 2023 we made the deviation above, then we went down to test the low. Another one here, right? Didn't really quite get there, but it's actually repeating the same thing again, right? So since the structure is broken here, the structure wasn't broken, right? So we wanted to close below this one, which we didn't really get. That's why we didn't continue the move to the downside. So another guy is actually saying the volume is low. Interesting. Okay, so let me max my microphone, but like this is okay. Let me copy this link as well. Give me a second, guys, sorry. Okay, so just checking some settings here. All right, so we were talking about DXY and talking about the deviations that it's actually making above the range high. So yeah, since we have a break of a structure, I mean, ideally, I mean, it's actually nice that we can see a structure break here as well, but yeah, since we're getting this, it's kind of something like this, right? So if we can actually put this one here as well. So we had to break off a structure, we went and tested the range low, right? So that's exactly what we're looking for this time as well, right? So yeah, if we so if hopefully it's going down to test the range low, and if that happens, it's actually great news for all the risk assets, like crypto market actually, right? Okay. So my throat hurts today very much. Let's move to ETH. Now ETH bounced off the golden pocket like we were expecting in last week's stream actually, right? But I also explained the reasons that don't love ETH here, and one of those is actually the fact that it even didn't didn't make a low lower than this level, right? So so I have my own liquidity reasons, and that's why I'm not long on ETH. I also of course I have like positions from lower, but that's just a spot holding. It doesn't count really, right? But right here, I mean, I was watching the price action. I did really want it to go lower than this level to grab all the liquidity below, but it didn't. Really interesting stuff on ETH. Oh, same thing happened at the high of the range as well. But yeah, I mean, nothing really on ETH for me. We can of course pull the volume profile. So the value area high is around here. It's actually rejecting off of the POC, but yeah, nothing really on Ethereum for me. Sorry guys. Okay, so let me know if you have any requests for any chart requests in the chat. Meanwhile, I'm going to watch through my watch list to see if there's any interesting setup. Yeah, so FET is one of those that I didn't really manage to get in here before this AI hype move, right? It's forming a nice kind of reversal here. We have a nice bullish RSI divergence, right? So what I'm looking for is just a retrace. I'm not sure if I'm going to like get this with like I probably would take it with like less risk, because this chart does not look like perfect, but I can see the long position. This is what I'm looking for. Okay, so I mean, the retrace, we have the retrace to the order block, we have the RSI divergence, right? And the structure is kind of flipped, right? So a retrace to this level would give me this position. Okay, I'm going to set my stop loss below the low as well. And in terms of the targets, this high is going to be my first target. Let me mark it actually. Then the median range, the median of the range, and then the range high, right? So pretty straightforward. Investor is asking about Doge. All right, so same thing on Doge as well. The only difference is that we don't have the RSI divergence on this one, right? So I would say FET chart looks a little bit stronger than Doge, but an interesting thing about this chart is that so if you add the volume profile, this I can remember from last week's stream, right? So for this range, we have the value area high here. Okay, this is the level that I marked, and it's actually testing the range high, right? So that's why I kind of give this one and credit for holding up the price. It's a very important level to hold for Doge, and it's actually doing it. This is about 40% move after visiting this level, right? So what we want essentially for Doge, I mean, I'm going to give you two positions, right? One is just okay. So sorry, I think I was on mute. So yeah, this is this okay, so I'm going to repeat. So this is the, I'm going to give you two positions on Doge, right? This one is more risky. Okay, gives you better risk to reward though, right? So yeah, you can so this the reason that I am kind of I can see a long position here is that because it's a consolidation range high, right? So flipping this level would actually be strongly bullish, right? So we can just grab some Doge here and then look for new local highs, right? But the problem that I have with this position is that we're actually kind of below the value area, right? So this can easily go make a new low and then just start going up, right? So the safer plan for me is for Doge to actually find acceptance inside the value area and then go for higher targets, right? So this right here and doesn't give you the best risk to reward, right? But it is much more safe in my opinion, right? RSI, yeah. So I explained that. So on FET we have I mean these two charts kind of look the same, right? But on FET we have a bullish divergence. You see that we made a new low here, but RSI is not it haven't made a new low. It's actually higher, right? So this is a divergence on RSI. But on Doge we don't have the same thing. So you see we made a new low, RSI also made a new low. It's not a divergence on RSI, right? Sorry guys, my throat really hurts today. Don't know what's going on. So I probably will cover one or two more coins and then call it a day today. Sorry for that. I was looking at Solana today as well. So yeah, Sol is actually one of those interesting ones actually, because it hasn't retraced like the others did, right? So it's actually range bounding, hasn't really visited these lows yet. It's actually a sign of strength. But yeah, the most important level is this value area high here, like I marked. Okay, I can actually see Sol going and visiting this level right here. Now when it does that, you should monitor price action carefully. If this flips, you can probably grab some Sol targeting this level, which is a new high, a new local high. But if not, it will. I would probably expect it to go lower, make a new low, and then start again, right? Undo. Yeah. Okay, not a lot of data, but yeah, this is, I remember from last streams, right? I was explaining that this zone, this range right here, okay, is the origin of this high, right? Pretty simple, right? So this is the origin of this high, and this is the range high for it, right? So it actually bounced off the value area high, and currently is working on closing above the range high, the price action range high. Okay, if it does that, I can see a trade on the to target a new high, a new local high, which is probably all-time high, right? Yeah, it is all-time high basically. Okay, so nice bounce off of the value area high. Okay, what I do like is a close above this level. Okay, then I would set a stop loss here and target a new high. Okay, not the perfect risk to reward, but it's still 43% in spot, right? But the requirement for this is a nice hard close above this level. Okay, so you want to close here, right here. I don't like it, honestly. Okay, so is there any other requests? On undo, you mean? So yeah, so on the daily, so a daily close is probably will give you a position, right? So if today's close is above, I would say it would be nice. It would be it would be enough at least, right? But remember to set a stop loss. Do the risk management is the key as well, right? But overall, if today's close above, it would be fine for me. Not financial advice, of course. This is all educational, right? I don't want to get into trouble, but yeah, do your thing. Okay, so I'll do one more, which is was it Atom? Yeah, I think it was Atom. yeah, it was Atom. So Atom is one of those that is like kind of dying, right? So it went from 44 to 5, right? So the interesting thing about this chart is that it has actually made a low lower than this one, and I like it. The reason is because it has grabbed all the liquidity below this low, resting below this low. So everyone who got into a position here just set their stop loss below this low, okay, and they're all now taken out, right? So that's why I'm interested in Atom, but the bounce is not very strong. RSI is, I mean, yeah, we have a bullish divergence, but it's like very wide. I don't like it. There's like lots of kind of distance. It's like 1 year between these two lows, but still, what I do want for an entry though is it's for atom to go up, find acceptance inside the value area. Okay, then I would probably get a position at the retest, right? So this is what I'm looking for on atom. Okay, so a stop loss can be somewhere around here, and then I will target this range high. Of course, in positions like this, you can keep a portion of the positions for higher targets, since you have like a lot more higher targets as well. But this is kind of very greedy to target this as your target. But what I do like is just trade my range until it breaks, and if I see the opportunity, I just keep some open for higher targets. But the main target for now is just the range high, right? Okay, so that's it, I guess, about for this stream. Sorry guys, I had a sore throat, and I have a lot of pain in my throat today for some reason. I'm going to take some rest, and we'll see you around the Burbness, in Discord, Twitter, and every other place. Okay, so thank you for tuning in. Thanks for all the questions and the requests, and see you.